Let me get my microphone.
All right. So again, let me go ahead and welcome everybody. DriedMoss here. This is day 5 of our Death Stranding 2 playthrough. I'm probably, let's see, maybe over 20 hours in now. Let's see, this one's got 21 hours and 3 minutes 40 seconds. We just met Tomorrow, and we're going to be exploring a little bit more about her character. We have Rainey on board. Obviously, we have Tarman, which is piloting the Magellan. We have Dollman to entertain us from time to time, and then Fragile, obviously, has been with us since the very beginning. I'm going to go ahead and let this sit here for the opening, and I'll wait for people if they want to drop in. If not, thank you so much for coming by and joining me on day 5. I'm going to go grab some food real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, let me get set up here. I've got my food, got my drink. I do need to get some water though, so give me a quick second. This was the drink I was talking about. It's too bright. It's too wide. There we are. Thanks to Death Stranding, I have been hooked on monsters. But let me go grab some water, and I'll be right back with you. All right, we are all set. Thank you for your patience and understanding. Doo-doo-doo-doo. All right. Got the stream up, got the chat up, got my drink ready, got my food ready. We should be good to go for at least 2 hours. Let me go ahead and mute my PC. Phone is muted. All right, and we're plugged in, and let's continue. Load times have always been like excellent with Death Stranding. All right, let's see what we're doing. We're starting to move into the northern area. I imagine this is actually more eastern. I don't know, like what did we start down here? Yeah, we started down here and started moving into this area. The Musician, Smoke Hill Mine. All right. We need to pick up something probably from this one. Take on the main order. All right. All right. Deliver necrobiotes. Accepted. All right. Let's take a quick look at our roads. I imagine there's... So our road ended there. There's got to be a divergence somewhere in here. I believe there was a divergence in the road probably somewhere up here in between. Let's move back over here. Alright.
Commencing route creation.
Let's just go to the end of this road. And then we'll just move inland, I guess. Looks like we got... Oh wow, that's a steep incline. Actually, let's go ahead and remove that one. Remove that one. It's relatively flat over here. Okay, so instead, let's go this way. We got a generator here. There's going to be a massive drop down somewhere over here, so maybe one bridge, maybe 2 bridges. All right.
Delivery route finalized.
All right, first.
Designated. Do not submerge.
Try to find a route that avoids water, or bring tools with you that will allow you to keep your cargo dry. Okay. Let's go to equipment. So we're staying with the vehicle. That should allow us to keep it dry. Let me check something here. Give me a quick second. All right, getting a little light source right around here. A light right here. You know what I'd like? Let's see, can we make this background blue? Actually, let's bring up... I know a better way of doing this. Let's do this. Sorry, I'm going to create a light right here. There's a little bit of a light, and this is my computer right here, so the light is coming from the screen. But instead of it being white, let's create a new Excel spreadsheet, and I can make this entire thing a color. Let's make it purple. Softer. Let's make it blue. Going to be a bluer light. If I turn up the brightness, it's not just a solid white. And then we can minimize this full screen, and then make all of this blue. And that'll be the primary color, but I could also do all red. And now I'll have a red screen. So a red light coming from here, red and blue lights behind. But I kind of maybe prefer the blue. Should we make it blue instead? Yeah, let's make it blue instead. All right, so blue light here, and that's bright. That's a light source. And then I've got my database if I need it. Okay. Okay, so we need okay. Sound like Joe Pesci. I don't think we're gonna get into. Are they called hermetic grenades? Blood grenade, yeah, okay. Let's bring a couple of those. I don't know. Are we gonna? I think the bola gun might be the way to go here. Actually, those PCC level 2s. My headset's about to die, so let me swap my... Alright, yeah, just let me get plugged in here so I don't lose power. I've got a backup PlayStation controller if I need it. Alright, let's back out of that actually. Let's get two PCCs. I don't think that we need any. Let's get one pair of boots just in case. I don't think I'm gonna need it. Let's get 4 of these. That's probably smart. And let's get an assault rifle. One of those. And a bola gun. Alright, that should keep me pretty safe there. Alright, this is what I'm going to fabricate. Alright, let's fabricate that. Alright. Alright, so PCC level 1s. I think I needed PCC level 2s. Gosh darn it. Alright, PCC level 2. Oh wait. What level is this? Oh, maybe I don't have PCC level 2s. Never mind. Alright, we got this. We're going to throw that on the pickup. Blood grenades, we're going to throw 2 of them on the pickup, and then we're going to throw 2 of them in my grenade pouch. We'll start with being passive, so we'll hang that on the tool rack. We'll take this and hang it on the boot. My current ones are 20 foot. We'll hang it on the boot clip. Assault rifle, we'll place in the backpack. PCC level 1 we'll place in the backpack. Is that it? We pass enhancement. Let's see what we got. It's new. It's here. Proximity scanner, a short-range scanner that automatically detects and displays the silhouettes of all humans and... Oh, yes. I've run over some animals. I have killed animals. I didn't mean to. Not intentionally. Not intentionally. Alright, we're good. Cliffs, water, hostile.
Order accepted. Thank you. Better not let me down.
Actually, this bridge right here is a good one. Leave that there for. Got like almost no grip. Hold on, the Odor deck clips. The Odor deck clips through this thing. I didn't think of that. They're so great with like details. Turn away from the direction the Odor deck's pointing. Alright. Can I make my own bridge here, or somebody else made one? Alright, let's pause right here. Alright, let's open this up, PCC. Bridge. $600, $800, and $1,200. 600 metals. So what's the total distance right now? Oh, I should be able to get across there. It's not going to be submerged. But I didn't bring enough. I didn't bring anything. I didn't bring any materials. Like an idiot. We've got one more section of water here we need to get through. This thing's a beast. This thing is amazing. Lets me have my Odra deck. Can climb just about anything. I got one more section of water to get through here. Water's litting up, the rain's litting up. Alright, so we don't have to cross over two bodies of water. That's probably, what, another body of water over there? Yep. We'll cross over here. Got a monorail line here. I like how they've used the top of the distribution centers as the monorail connection.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
We have arrived.
Drawbridge, I presume. Yeah, you seem like the genuine article. Welcome. Hope it wasn't too hard to track. I'll just need a moment to check your cargo. No denying this is in fine condition. How about that? You have been making a real difference around here. Keep it up, all right? All right. Go ahead and put us on the chiral network.
That little northern section there. See that area to the east? I'm trying to get that area to the east up there. It looks a lot bigger than what I can see on the map. See, if you cut this thing in half, I feel like that's what I'm seeing right now. I feel like I'm going to have a bigger area to explore than I think. So if I zoom out, let's get the access. Ooh. Combat boots. Look at those things. I'm going to kick somebody and kill them. Heck, ooh, keep it. What's this vehicle data? Sticky cannon. A weapon component for the pickup off-roader. Automatically detects and collects nearby cargo. Placing, yeah! Well, you know what? I'd actually like to do the cargo stuff myself versus... But, yeah, okay. Oh my gosh, heavy machine gun. Vehicle's gonna be a freaking tank.
Now displaying your current port upgrade.
So we've been linked up, at last. There's also the necrobiotes you brought us as well. Feels like we finally turned the corner.
For our part, we've shared data for some custom vehicle components, as well as some sturdy combat boots. I'm sure the vehicle parts in particular will come in handy for combat and cargo retrieval. You need all the help you can get, because those armed survivalists waiting for you out east are far more dangerous foes than the brigands. They're a bunch of fools who won't hesitate to kill people, with no shortage of lethal weaponry. Though I'll be damned if I know where they got it. Make sure you're prepared before you head their way. Speaking of which, those combat boots ought to add some serious power to your kicks. You might want to equip a pair if you intend on getting up close and personal.
If you don't have a pair, equip a pair.
They're not something just anyone should be messing with. Their affinity with the dead makes them dangerous. But that's also why we could use them to prevent the dead from attacking us. With that kind of power at our disposal, we can put people's minds at ease. Could solve all kinds of problems, I'm sure.
We've uploaded some schematics for pickup off-roader parts. One of them is a heavy machine gun. It automatically acquires and fires at targets in range. It uses MP bullets for added versatility. It's effective not only against human enemies like armed survivalists, but BTs as well.
The other part is a sticky cannon. When mounted, it independently scans for cargo in the vehicle's vicinity and collects it. You'll find it makes rounding up dropped cargo easier than ever. And who wouldn't want that? Pickup off-roaders can
I would want that.
two parts like these simultaneously. So choose whatever's best for the situation at hand.
Wait.
We've uploaded some schematics for... One of them is a heavy machine. It automatically acquires... It's effective not...
The other part is a sticky cannon. When mounted, it independently scans for cargo in the vehicle's vicinity and collects it. You'll find it makes rounding up dropped cargo. Pickup off-roaders can be equipped with two parts like these simultaneously.
Okay. I thought he said these two parts can't be done simultaneously. So you're the golden fist, huh?
Some people have called me that. A while back, we had a situation with this group that went around looting whatever supplies they felt like. And I was the boxing champ who went up against these guys and sent them all packing with nothing but his bare fists. That's the story they tell, but it sure as hell ain't the truth.
I didn't charge gallantly into battle and beat the shit out of him. I approached them in peace so we could work it out. I asked why they were stealing from other people, and they said it was because they didn't have the skills to live any other way. So I taught them other ways to survive, trained them a bit. Nothing more than that, really. In the end, all we had to do was talk to each other. They weren't like the other riffraff you find around here. And they're still here.
Give him the 1-2 punch of knowledge.
If anyone around here deserves to be called a hero, it's you, Sam. I mean, you're the one trekking across Australia trying to bring everyone together. Anyway, right now, we're trying to develop equipment tailored to close combat specialists. If we succeed, anyone will be capable of fighting as well as the so-called Golden Fist. Feel free to lend a hand if our project interests you. Thanks again. We're glad to have you in our corner. With your support, we'll be able to do so much more for others. Stay strong and keep doing your thing. We're in this fight together.
Sam, you're the best. Now get yourself back to the DHV Magellan and take a load off. Just so you know, Tomorrow's been doing much better. Pay her a visit when you can, okay?
Let me walk around the Magellan and I'll visit her every day, every night. Same with Rainy, same with you, same with Tarman. All I get to do is talk to Dollman. He's cool and all, but come on. I want to interact with my crew. Oh, would it automatically, Oh, that's cool. This, trolley wasn't, or the monorail wasn't here when I got here. Yeah, I know. Oh, God, look at this thing. Have they been that big? They look bigger. There was 3-handed chiral crystal before in Death Stranding 1. Well, you gotta land. You did a full rotation and then just kept going.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Let you back in, just grinding into the stone.
Remember to rest, Sam. Thank you, Sam.
Click, 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 clack. My head.
Oh, just a little longer, okay?
Raindrops falling
Raindrops
on,
are falling on my head. And just like
the guy's feet are too big for his bed.
Nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. You know this song? So I just did me some talking to the sun. And I said I didn't like the way he got things done. Sleeping on the job. Those raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. But there's one thing I know. The blues they send meant to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Okay.
Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red.
It's these subtle little pieces of humanity. I didn't pause. I didn't hit any buttons. I don't know why I paused. Oh. I've tried sleeping with my heads above my head. I've tried sleeping with my hands above my head, and my arms just fall asleep. I'm more comfortable sleeping on my back on a firm surface. I know there's a natural curve to the spine, but...
Are you alright, Sam? That was a gatequake just now.
Gatequakes.
Seems West Fort Knott was hit hard, and their Cairo printer is no longer working. I'm afraid we won't be able to continue expanding the network until it's back up and running. Pick up your next main order via the terminal at the F2 South Distribution Center.
The Pequod is the ship in which Ahab pursues Moby Dick on his quest for vengeance. His crew includes Dutchmen, Frenchmen, Spaniards, Portuguese, Icelanders, as well as shipmates from China and India. Countless other people of myriad origins, too. It is arguably symbolic of the multiracial United States. A gathering of souls that transcends ethnic and national divisions, united in pursuit of a singular goal. I can't help but be reminded of Kojima Productions. Wait, judging by your reaction, you've never heard of Kojima Productions? Sam, you can't be serious.
Not by my expression. I know everything there is to know about Kojima Bugs. No, of course, I know. I don't know everything. Hey, Kojima, if you're watching this, please reach out to me. I'd love to come and tour Kojima Productions. He hasn't called yet. Oh, and also, can we please walk around the Magellan freely? What?
Was that tasty, Sam? Why don't you try freshening up with a shower?
Do I smell? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
Hi, Sam.
Hello, meow. See, that's my interaction with the crew. Just to stroll through. Everybody's kind of going about their day. They're able to walk around wherever they want to. stop and say hi. Me, I just one spot to the next with no other interaction. Kind of sad face. Really thought we were going to be walking around there. Let's wash my face. It's nighttime outside. Whoops. Wow, if I hit the back button before it gets to this screen, it's just like, do you want to skip? Alright, let's sleep till morning. It's a dream. See, everything's modeled. Like, I could do pictures. We're not even allowed in here.
Stupid cat.
Nightmare. It's sort of like that one instance in Death Stranding where you go and say, you know, hi to Lou, you check on Lou, and the one time it's kind of creepy.
That's it. That's it. Everything's okay.
Alright, I think that's everything we can do. We're not checking up there. Let's talk one more time to Dolman.
Tell me, Sam, have you been having distressing dreams again lately? You know, nightmares can be indicative of the brain's internal struggles as we attempt to come to terms with traumatic events. By taking our memories of recent events and shuffling them in this fashion, we attempt to find ways of coping with them. Nevertheless, it can be an unpleasant experience. I hope you can get some restful sleep soon.
Well, I have been resting quite well, Dolman, so I appreciate you saying that. I really, really do. That really means a lot to me, Dolman. Really. Alright, let's go. Let's deliver. Let's get out there. Let's go working. Raindrops falling on my head. Ooh, tomorrow, maybe a split fiction. Split fiction tomorrow, and it's already pre-installed on my computer. Should be playing with Shale tomorrow. Let's check and see if Shale has reached out on... Let's see here. Wait, what? What is this? Hold on. Like, so I just got this message from a good friend of mine, board game community, and Talisman the Magical Quest game is my favorite board game of all time. And I guess on Lego Ideas, there's a petition going on right now with 598 supporters. Hold on, I want to support the idea. Hold on a second. And if you support the idea, guess what? Do they create it? This email's already in use.
You're such a good kid.
Sorry, I'm trying to... Hold on, I gotta get my vote in. Yeah, just rest, Sam. I'll be right with you. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I had to update my password to a website. So I gotta update the physical one. Quick second here, sorry. Telling you. Nothing more annoying than passwords to every single freaking... Okay. Hold on a second here. Really apologize.
No more.
Don't think it updated.
You're such a good kid.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Just a little longer.
Okay. Red. What? Okay. What the heck? Okay, come on. Jeez. Okay. I was trying to support a Lego idea, and it took me through... Okay, so Talisman. The Magical Quest game. Favorite board game of all time. I have everything for it. All 18 expansions. And I guess there's a Lego idea out there to make the board game out of Lego. That would be freaking amazing. Right now it's at 599 supporters. It needs 1,000. Just 401 supporters away. See if I can get other people on it.
Hello?
All right. Well, Shale and Eldon, I just sent you... Can you support the vote thumbs up for Talisman, the board game for Lego, so I can buy it? All right. Really need to get back to the stream. All right. Wake up, Sam. Sorry. Yeah, he should be fully rested now. Gosh, why we're on the topic. Nobody's watching. I'm just going to throw it in there because I'm talking about Talisman. Stand by. This is my favorite board game of all time. Talisman. Now this top one here is the base game. It's probably going to be a little bit too much light reflection, but base game. And then these, everything that's underneath here is the big box expansions. It takes you everywhere from the Cataclysm, where the board is completely destroyed, to a city, to a dungeon, to like a dragon taking over the center of the playing board. This is like by far my favorite board game of all time. All these boxes are empty, and I put it into a wood chest. So there's even more expansions than this. Like I said, there's 18, but the other ones are smaller box expansions. And there's a digital version of the board game, which I've played a couple of times. But Lego, I guess there's a Lego Idea voting thing where you can make it into a reality. That would be epically cool. I don't think it'll happen, but I don't think there's enough people. But if Lego makes it, then people might actually get into the Talisman board game. It'd be legit. I'd buy it instantly. I don't care how much it is. I might stop at $500, but it would be a lot of pieces.
Impressive work, Sam. Remember the rest, Sam.
Alright. I've jumped out of here. I went and visited. And now, what's next? I gotta complete this. You see how, like, the draw distance is poor? Like, look at the monorail, like, towers are disappearing. I guess they're calling that fog, but... Alright, let's go visit... Let's go see if we can make these monorail systems work. Alright, let's go in here. Let's go claim materials. Let's get all the chiral crystals. Probably not going to be a lot. Wait, what? Okay, I can take that many. Alright. Metals will do in increments of 100. Cargo capacity for who? Ceramics in increments of 160, which is a big, huge waste. Alright, ceramics, special alloys. Alright, we've got everything we can from here. Put that onto the truck. Carry on the back. What about private locker? I guess if I would have put materials, it would have gone into the materials anyway. Alright. Let's move out into repairing this monorail. We'll probably get some of the mining equipment going. Oh, sweet. Somebody left a bridge here. Outstanding. Oh. You know what I want to do? You know what I need to do? Well, you know what I'm probably not going to be able to do? Make that arm, the cargo arm for this thing. Let's even see if I have materials left over. Alright. I don't need combat boots. Can I not fabricate the arm from here? Or do I need to customize the truck? Customization. Where? No. I thought I could. Oh, arm. There it is. Okay. Put that one on there. There are insufficient materials to fabricate. Would you like to proceed? Adding the cargo listed below to your recycling queue will make up for it. Yes. Store materials. Add to storage. Yes. Arm. Fabricate. Okay. Sweet. Can I put arms on both sides? Question. Yeah, we'll just put one on there. Okay. Good to go. Got a brand new arm. Now see, the vehicle can auto drive itself out into there. I know it's just driving forward, but I really think it could come to you. Or the Magellan could come down into the area and drop off a vehicle for you. Can the Magellan not fly through the air? Can I also pick up, what you call it? Chiral crystals? Aww. I can't pick up the chiral crystals. Oh, I'm sad. A chiral scooper. There's no chiral scooper? Where's that? Chiral scooping. Alright, looks like I'm gonna go up and around that way maybe. Looks like I've got another monorail line there, or arm, or something something. How do I... I was about to say, how do I repair the monorail, but looks like there's a interface unit right over here. Oh, they don't need much at all for these things. Okay. Alright, let's restore the track. Chiral crystals. Done. No. Put more into it. Alright. Resins? Oh, it needs resins and special alloys? Really? So that's what I need my special alloys for. Alright. Any special alloys sitting around? I feel like I got more things when I scanned with the Odor deck. There'd be more stuff lying around. Guess porters really aren't dropping stuff these days. Doing a much better job here in Australia. Alright, let's fabricate some roads. Wonder if overcharging the batteries is as efficient as it should be. Alright, let's do a little bit of road paving. Oh, we're not gonna... Okay, we do have enough. No, I keep doing that. I'm so used to Death Stranding 1 where I had to only do chiral crystals, then come back for the metals. Oh, I can't get enough ceramics. I don't have enough to Whammix. Just a little too short. You know, I just put on that arm to help me out with picking up materials, and there's not really a lot of materials left around. No, Norton, I don't want protection. God. Oh yeah, Norton gives me more crap about updating. They're more of a nuisance than a virus. Yeah, let's go back and get the special alloys. Should just be able to drive over these crystals and it picks it up automatically. Chiral scooper. Alright, let's pick up some stuff that I need. Alright, so resins will do in the 80s, I guess. Special alloys will do in the 60s, I guess. I feel like now I should also do the chemical stuff. I feel like the chemicals, though, were made for tools. Going the wrong way, Sam. I mean, I'm going the wrong way, but Sam's fault. Absolutely no cargo. Any cargo out there? I feel like there's a fire over there. Is there a fire? Okay. Alright. Special alloys that I need, 360. Alright, so that is now complete. Could use the zip line, or... Alright, so how far does this line go now? Like, how complete is it? There's a break in the line here. So we need to fix that line. Okay, so we've opened up this. So we need to take on an order here. Let's see. So I came down in here. Had a little cool battle here. From here over to here. Now I need to take on an order there. Whatever you tell me. Hold on a second.
So you made it out okay. Those tremors were intense, but we're doing fine here. I think West Fort Knott got the worst of it, though. Your cargo has already been prepared. If you could deliver it to West Fort Knott as quickly as you can, that'd be great. We need to support each other at times like these, so pick up the priority order from the delivery terminal right away. I'm counting on you, Sam.
Order accepted. Thank you.
So I shut the door and leave for a glass of wet champagne. Pour it on the TV screen. Put your dresses in a row. Take the blonde with the blue bow. In a city I know. In a city I don't know. But you still put up a fight. Well, I know you're tired, dear, so I'll shut the door and
Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility. Sam, I'm so glad to see you again. We just got hit by a massive quake. I was afraid you might have got hurt out there, or worse. Anyway, I'll check your cargo. Well, I wasn't expecting to receive this in such great shape. You're something else.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Thank you so much. We should be able to get our chiral printer in working order now. I've never felt tremors like that before, not even when the tar currents were acting up. It makes me pretty concerned about other folks living nearby. But at least the monorail you patched up seems to be none the worse for wear. Hey, out of curiosity, have you restored any of the other large mines? They'd be a great source of materials if you were ever in need. There are a few large mines in the northern part of the continent, not far from where you'll find North Fort Knot. Or where you used to be able to find it, I should say, before it was wiped off the map by a void out. As for the mines, no one knows if they were obliterated too. But if you happen to be headed that way, you might want to see if they're still around. Are you familiar with the island that lies north of our facility here at West Fort Knot? Well, there's a shelter on that island. The man who lives there only cares about his research and never talks to anyone. But I can't help worrying that he might have been hurt during the tremors. You've been such a big help to us. Rest assured, our staff will see that everyone gets their share of the aid packages you delivered. A lot of people are going to be singing your praises before too long. Best of luck to you with everything.
Thanks for all your hard work. Everything there seems to be in order. But one cannot help but wonder what other facilities were affected. Anyway, you can pick up your next order from the F2 South Distribution Center. This one's a rescue mission, Sam. Someone's been taken hostage by the armed survivalists, and we need you to extract them to safety. The survivalists have been known to kill people, so you'll want to take extra care when preparing for this one. Oh, and it seems the tar currents have finally stabilized. So the Deirdre Magellan should be able to travel without issue. Call us if you need us. All right, Sam. Good luck.
Order completed. Well done.
was a time when I would shatter at every hit of soul, but now I barely feel the pain when I fall. This violence and madness, forgetting what I soul. I tell you all that, man, I break it. But you don't know. Don't waste your life observing the slaughter. There is no
Very impressive work, Sam.
the sun. Take every chance and try what you can find. Play love, catch the light and shine it all around. It's all we have to survive. find excuses for your anger. You're drowning in sorrow. When all the reasons to stay are simply you must go. I'll show you out this burden is hiding the meaning of it all. How beautiful this life can be when you don't have to grow. Don't waste your life respecting the ruler. There is no time you need to run. Take every chance of joy you can
That's the spirit.
It's all we have to survive this world. Don't think
Sam, there's an animal that appears to be on its own. This could be a good opportunity to assist the shelter with their preservation initiative.
Gotta stretch my legs.
Evening to you. We appreciate you working at this late hour. Just checking the order details now. You found us a new furry friend? Oh, much appreciated, Sam. We'll be sure to take fantastic care of them. data that we think you might like. Give it a look. We're upping the amount of materials you can take from our stores.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
This data we've shared with you is the schematic for a holo grenade you can use to conceal your presence. Just toss it somewhere you want to hide, then activate it to generate a hologram that'll fool just about anyone. You can shelter behind, or even inside this hologram if you like. Of course, it won't work if the enemy sees you while you're attempting to hide, but if you use these grenades wisely, you can remain undetected for ages. If you like the sound of that, enjoy.
Order completed. Well done. Order accepted. Thank you.
Thanks again, Sam. Take care of yourself.
Let's get a move on.
I see you've returned. Glad to have you back. Reviewing the order information now. This card? I believe this data could be of use to you. Take it, with my thanks. We're increasing the amount of materials allocated for your use. Make the most of it.
Now displaying your current quarter grade.
The data I'm sharing with you is for a solar generator that can, when equipped, it could be a... Try it out.
Order completed. Well done. Order completed. Well done.
Minus 61. Have I ever really loved someone? Do I deserve what I've got? Now the great system's turned into traps and the fear is switching sides. I own $1 million worth of stock, but I still won't sleep at night. What is it that I've become? Minus 61. Now the water level rises high in my cold paradise, where men sit in circles and talk numbers. The way they think of life as some kind of gamble and watch the city drown. Where is it
Right,
that I belong?
cargo on the shelf in the back.
Minus 61. Now the wind cuts the leaves like a knife, and the sun is out of sight. I see the world they build to lose at the trial. What is left and what is right? I made the worst mistake one can make, pretending and playing blind. What is it I'm trying to find? getting what we sold. I tell you over, men are breaking. But you don't wanna know. Don't waste your life observing disorder. There is no time to grieve the sun. Take every chance of joy that you can find.
What's that? Those flying things over there.
Catch the light and shine it all around. It's all we have to survive this world. Don't find excuses for your anger. You're drowning in sorrow. When all the reasons to stay are selfish, you must go. I'll show you what this burden is hiding, the meaning of it all. How beautiful this life can be. You don't have to grow. Don't waste your life respecting the rulers. There is no time you need to run. Take every chance of joy you can Don't think of all you have to leave behind. You're all I have to survive this
Nice.
information.
Your assistance with this work is greatly appreciated.
Thanks for coming to visit us. Reviewing the order details. Did you really scrounge up all this just for us? Is this cargo what I think it is? Wow, you're the greatest. We'd like you to have this data for everything you've done. See what you think. We're upping the amount of materials you can take from our stores.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
We've developed a new type of hologrenade that produces fake BTs. Most armed groups are terrified of BTs, so they'll clear out the moment they catch sight of anything resembling one. Mind you, if they happen to get close enough to touch the hologram, they'll quickly figure out it isn't real. So, think carefully about where you deploy them. Come back soon. We'll have more for you.
Order completed. Well done.
We appreciate it.
legs. rest.
You've been working pretty hard.
Hey Sam, Charlie here. This order is a hostage rescue operation. The target for extraction is this man. He was conducting a search in a mining region when communications abruptly ceased. He went there at the behest of the Dowser, who resides at the next facility you need to link up. Take heed that the mine in question is currently under the control of the armed survivalists. A faction whose members have no reservations about using lethal force and should be considered a serious threat. To make matters worse, some of them have been observed wearing armor as well as active skeletons. Such enemies will possess increased mobility and defensive capabilities. It would therefore be prudent to bring equipment to counter these advantages. There's no telling how much longer they'll keep the hostage alive. Moreover, saving him may help us to pursue future objectives in this region and beyond. Regardless, this is a matter of life and death for the Dowser's friend. Give your preparations all due consideration. He's counting on you, Sam.